Hello everyone, how are you today? Go to pattern-collections.com if you want to follow along. Don't forget that this website is absolutely free to use with no advertising attached to it. If you want to help keep it that way and you have an extra dollar or two, scroll down to this button right here, this PayPal button, which will take you to this page where you can make a donation of any of these preset amounts or another amount. You can donate with PayPal or with a credit card, and you can make it a monthly donation if you have enough money for that. That would be awesome. If not, that's okay. This is still free for you to use. You don't have to donate. It's just a suggestion. I point that out every Monday morning if I can remember. Pattern focus is where we want to go today. And we are coming to the end of these creations where we put more than one pattern together in a creation. This week is going to be steampunk creations. And so I have decided to do Dimroth, Let's Roll, and wooden planks. Not that any of these others are not fun to also use, but we've used some of them recently in some of the other steampunk stuff that we did. So I wanted to try to use ones that I hadn't used a lot recently. And this one, this Dimroth, is one of those. Very simple pattern. Oh, you guys are getting a glare. Let me close the curtain. Oh, that's better. All right. So, simple pattern. The first thing we do is we draw these sets of parallel lines as spaced however you want to space them. They don't have to be spaced exactly like this, but however you want to space them. And then at the end of those parallel lines, we're going to finish them off by putting a little U shape. Very simple. And you want them kind of at an angle. And then between those, we're going to draw those lines. Now, there is an alternate way you could do this. You could draw a set of parallel lines with dashes, leaving a space for this. It's up to you. And then number 4 is to then, can you see this? I don't know if it's kind of hard to see, but on the downward side, on the lower side of this one, we're going to make a little like triangle going from the end of that down. Okay, and then on the upward side, we're going to do it the other way on the top side. So that when you fill that in, you can fill it in with color or you can leave it, but it makes it look like a rope that's going all the way around, or a screw or something all the way around this post, right? So this one, they've made it look kind of almost like a candle or some sort of wick or something. That's that. Simple one. And because I want to, include 3 different patterns onto one drawing, I've already kind of had a thought in my head of how I want to lay out this particular drawing. I'm going to give myself, of course, a nice border. I've decided on a rectangular page, which is approximately, because somebody's going to ask, approximately 4.5 by 6.5. I'm going to make myself a little border, and then I am going to kind of cut my page diagonally, I think, maybe about here, not quite in the corner, but maybe about like that, with this pattern, this Dimroth pattern, right in this general area. And then on this side, I'm going to put, which one was it called? Let's Roll. And on this side, I'm going to put the wooden planks. So today is just going to be this one piece going this direction. So it should be fairly simple, straightforward. I think I'm going to, let's just play with something like that. I think I want it over further. I do think I'm going to want it more like that on the one side. So let's do something like that. You guys probably can't even see what I just did, but I just very lightly with pencil marked out where I want to put those lines. Then I'm going to start. And this particular one definitely wants to have a thin line. But because my stick is at an angle, my lines are actually going to be more straight. Whereas on the sample, the stick is straight, so the lines are crooked. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I actually could do it the other way and you would see it better. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. Just a thought. Hang on a second. Just had a thought. Maybe I want my angle for these lines to be more the other direction. Yeah, I think so. Okay, we're going to go this direction instead. And I'm going to make my border a little bit stronger. I'm not going to ink it in yet because I may put things outside the border. I do that sometimes. So let me zoom in a little bit. Give myself some room to work here. And we're going to do a set of parallel lines. They're fairly small. This particular one. So how are you guys doing? I am so tired today. Been a tough week actually. But for sure it's been a tough night. I didn't sleep well. So I'm a little tired. But that's okay. So you want to just do those little ends just like that. Just like so. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to go just straight up. I probably should have used some sort of straight edge, but I didn't. Just like so. All right. And now, if you guys look at it that way, this is the upward side of the spiral, and this is the downward side. So on the upward side of this spiral, we're just going to kind of go like this. And on the downward side, we're going to go this direction. I'm a little closer to my straight lines on this side than I am to that side. I made those quite large. But I think I want to put a little bit of a shadow in here, like so. I'm going to go ahead and put just the tiniest bit of shadow with my pen on the underside right there. Not going all the way across, because I think would also have a bit of a shadow here. On this side, like that. So it's got a little shadow on both sides where this bending bit happens. Just like so. Okay, just like that, simple and easy. I'm going to shade it with my pencil. I want to erase any guidelines I might have in there. And I am going to shade it with pencil. This particular one is for sure going to be on this side of my border, because that's how I drew it. It's not sticking out. So I am going to draw in the border just on this edge, just a little bit, but I'm still going to keep it in pencil for the moment, right here and right there. And let's use a soft 4B. I'm gonna shade all the way right here on this edge and on this edge. And then I'm going to, when I do my overall drawing, I'm going to have my light source coming this way from this corner. So I want a little bit of shading right here. Because these little, whatever these sticky out bits would cast a shadow going this direction, right? And then for sure a little bit right here on this edge, because that would cast a little bit of a shadow there. And then a lot more shadow on this edge. Very gently. Like that. And would I get a little bit of shading in here? Probably, because I have that darker shadowing with my pen there too. So I probably would have a little shading there. Okay, so now I'm going to just take my blending stump and blend all that out. And then of course, you know, I'm going to have to come back with my white pen, especially on this dark paper, and do a little highlight on this part, this sort of screw top bit. I'm going to turn this around so I don't put my hand in all that shading. Just like that. And I'm wondering, do I want white or do I want a little more subtle of a shading? That I don't know, but I really like how this is. I'm just going to leave the paper as it is. Maybe later I will highlight. I mean, I might put a little in here, but I'm not sure I want to do that just yet. I'm thinking, you know what? I do want to put it there, but I think I want to do it in yellow rather than in white. So let me get my colored pencils. Let me do a soft, a golden yellow. These are from Castle Arts. I'm going to do the golden yellow. And I'm just going to put just the smallest amount just right in here. Just like that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do I'm going to do white, but I think I'm going to use my pencil and not my pen because the pen is really bright. I think I'm just going to use the pencil. Let me just get a nice sharp point on it so I can get down into those spots. Just like that. Look at that. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. And it's not going to take very long because this is an easy one. The next ones, the next two will take a little bit longer, but none of them are difficult. So let me put the name in here. This was Dimroth. And I'll go ahead and sign it over here because I will do it there. Okay, let me zoom you out so you see the whole thing. Yeah, just like that. And then on this side, I'm going to do one pattern, and on this side, I'm going to do another pattern. And that's how I'm going to incorporate them all into one cohesive art piece. You guys have a good day. I will see you on the next video. Yeah, go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.